Today on Be Unleavable Subscription Growth is a retention teardown where we're going to talk about Drumeo, a great site for anyone who wants to learn how to play the drums. As you can see, it's not me, but what you and I are going to discover together are really the three key drivers of retention and how Drumeo does it. This is a great example, something you're going to really want to share with members of your team because you're going to take away several ideas on exactly what to do in your subscription business in order to grow the Drumeo way. Welcome to Be Unleavable Subscription Growth. I'm your host, Robert Scrobe. I am the author of Retention Point, the #1 best-selling book on subscription retention and growth. And I'm here to break down Drumeo, which is an excellent site that teaches individuals from around the world how to play the drums. And there's really three key elements that we're going to break down today: how they sell, how they onboard, and how they engage their subscribers. And you're going to take away several notes and great examples that you can use in order to swipe in your business. So the first thing we're going to do is jump into their sales process, because your retention really begins with how you recruit your new subscribers. And the messages that you use not only impact your conversion rate from the number of visitors you get on your site to the number of buyers that actually buy your products, but it also changes your retention because they come in with certain expectations. And I got to tell you that of all the subscription businesses I've seen in many years, Drumeo is doing an excellent job on the sales process and something that you're going to really learn a lot from. So let's jump right in. Here is the Drumeo web page, their sales page at drumeo.com, and you can check it out yourself, but what we'll do is we'll go through this together. What I love about this video that they have here right at the top is it is future pacing the success that you're going to get and the experience you're going to have as a Drumeo drummer. Look at this. You can drum in front of a big audience on a huge stage. You're going to be able to drum and watch your television. There's going to be drumming out by the lake. You're going to be able to jam with your friends. And of course, you're seeing individuals of all different age groups, all different races, because of course, Drumeo's customers, I don't have any inside information, and none of this that I'm saying today is endorsed by anyone at Drumeo. I'm simply showing up and looking at what they do and providing some commentary and analysis for you in order to implement into your own subscription business. I got to tell you that I'm sure that they're, based on what they're doing here, international, very significant number of their members are headquartered around the world. So, #1, how on your sales page can you future pace what you are doing so that you can demonstrate to your traffic, to your website visitors, what it's going to feel like using the product and how much fun they're going to have as your subscriber, and what is kind of the before and after, what is the after going to look like on stage under the lights playing the drums. I'm sure they've worked a long time on this headline. You'll learn the drums faster with the best teachers in the world, guaranteed. Nice, tight headline. Great, social proof here with logos. Right now, they have a buy one, get one free offer, which I find pretty fascinating that you can go ahead and join. It gives you another annual pass. Once you buy an annual pass, you can share it with your friend, and that way you can enjoy Drumeo together. Again, you're kind of showing some images of the coaches and of course the owner here, so that you're able to kind of future pace that. Also, there is an immediate call to action. Within, not very long after the fold, not only do you have one up in the top right corner in order to grab your attention, but you also have one very early in the scroll. For those who are not yet ready to buy, there is an excellent sales video, and you're not going to hear the sound here. You can go back and listen on your own. But what this video does is, again, it future paces what it's going to be like in order to learn the drums, how much fun. Of course, they don't show any of the frustration like that I would have with like not being able to understand the beat or not having any idea how to move my left hand independent of my right hand. All those things they don't talk about in the sales video, but this is really focused on the after, how easy this is going to be, how much fun it's going to be playing the drums, and how much fun the actual process of learning to play the drums is going to be. They have a step-by-step curriculum, and they're really one of the key things that I want to highlight here is that this is all about the benefits. So many subscription businesses focus on what they're delivering. And here they break down into the 3 key elements, and you'll see these show up again, but here are kind of in brief what you get. First is a step-by-step curriculum. This Drumeo path, the Drumeo process they show you is really one of the key benefits, because I got to tell you, you can watch hundreds or maybe even thousands of drumming how-to videos online, but what you get when you join Drumeo is a process. And more important than that, you get clarity. And even look at this language. Stop wasting time. Stop wasting your practice time on random drum lessons, appealing directly to those people watching random YouTube videos. With an exclusive curriculum featuring the best teachers in the world, you'll always know what to work on for maximum results. So again, that clarity, really trading overwhelm and frustration and not knowing where to turn with clarity of exactly what to focus on next. They have the 1,000 Songs, which is a tool, an exclusive resource that you get as a Drumeo subscriber that you don't get anywhere else. And they've really plussed what they are doing in order to make it useful. And they have coaches in order to help you along the way. So the next part of the process is the Drumeo method. Always know exactly what to practice. When you are in a publishing business, the key to the publishing subscription model is to have a method, a actual process that you are using that only you have, that enables your customers to feel like they're getting great results. When you're selling a subscription product in the publishing realm, you're not only competing with the other ways that they could learn, for instance, drums, but you're also competing with, I've tried that before and it doesn't work. Or I bet Drumeo might work for others, but it's just not going to work for me. And what you need when you are trying to sell them as your new subscriber is why you are different. And in this case, your method. With the Drumeo method, it is a 10-level curriculum that walks you through each step of getting started, having technique. And then, of course, you can click in order to see more. For instance, the Moeller method of essential grooves or rhythmic grouping. And then it starts down here on getting started with the drums, 30 lessons. Basic theory and ear training, and then advanced styles and musical decisions. So it's really, no matter where you are as a drummer, then Drumeo will serve you and be able to meet you in order to make sure that the Drumeo method will help you become a great drummer and get you on that stage. And so kind of what this is communicating as it's showing you the method is that, hey, if you've tried the drums before and failed, it's because you didn't have the method. And now, because you are becoming a Drumeo subscriber and getting access to the method, you can be successful. So then there is a bunch of on-demand courses. And I think this is really one of the keys. Is I've seen a lot of people who have tried to apply what they call like the Netflix model, where they provide a collection of videos and enable the subscribers to watch them. And one of the key things of Netflix is that each one of the tiles, when you're looking at Netflix, has been a multi-million-dollar marketing, has had a multi-million-dollar marketing budget behind it. And so each of those tiles is kind of a brand. People recognize them. They know what those tiles mean. And they know, and also the actors that are in those shows, they've seen them before, and they're a brand themselves, and they might tune in to watch something simply because a particular actor is there. But then when you try to do that on your own site, it's challenging because you don't have a multi-million-dollar budget behind each of the tiles that you have. So what Drumeo has done is they've really built the value of each of the tiles. So each one of these is an outcome, a thing that you're going to have as a result of watching these videos. Hand technique, foot technique, better grooves, independence, creative drumming, rudiments, double bass, things. These are each things that drummers aspire to, and things that you're going to learn within each of these programs. So what does, when you're in publishing, what do your subscribers aspire to? What do they want to discover? And how can you create tiles that really build the value with outcomes, not what you're delivering and not focusing on your stuff, but instead focusing on how your stuff is going to fundamentally change your subscriber. Next is a real feature of Drumeo, or you're playing your favorite songs. And this is, here there's nothing funner for a drummer than to, play a song, play along with their favorite artist and play the music. So Drumeo has a proprietary process that allows individuals to see the sheet music while the song plays and be able to play the drums and learn those drum riffs to play like their favorite drummers do. And so this is a fascinating way. They kind of walk you through what this is going to look like. You can play the ZZ Top. You can take your charts anywhere, so you can bring it out on your phone, and available on all of your devices. Next, Drumeo has coaches. So there's plenty of live training that is available as part of the regular Drumeo subscription. And now you're getting to meet each of the coaches, which I think is also critically important. I very rarely see anyone in the publishing business building the value of their collection of coaches as strongly as Drumeo is doing it right here. If you have coaches, if you have individuals that are working with your subscribers, how are you building their value to your potential subscribers and demonstrating the unique skills that each of them have? Maybe you want photos of them with shirts on, perhaps in your business, but in Drumeo it works. Having somebody without a shirt on and having that photo is absolutely perfect. So within Drumeo, they build the value of each of their coaches and what their coaches provide. And again, another key piece is they're not talking about how often the coaches are delivering presentations, although you kind of get a sense that it's every day because of this little image here on the left side of the screen. But what they're talking about are the benefits of the coaching. So it'd be so easy. I've seen hundreds of subscription businesses and sales pages where they talk about in great detail the frequency of the coaching engagement, or the length, or what the coaches answer. And instead, Drumeo does a spectacular job of focusing on the outcome. Inspiration. They're here to give you personalized boost of energy. Every Drumeo coach is hosting weekly live streams to let loose with the Drumeo Edge community. Drum-alongs, boot camps, challenges. Now you're getting into what it kind of actually does. But the first opening is inspiration. Next is connection. This isn't a masterclass experience where you get a recorded course and that's it. You are part of the experience answering your questions. So if you're stuck, you're able to get unstuck. Again, another one of those pieces why, all right, maybe this is different than the other things that I've tried. And it's also very different from the YouTube videos that you might be trying to watch for free. And then results, that's what everybody wants. And that's the focus on. So now I think it's part of the value build. I think it's fascinating how they're comparing Drumeo Edge to private lessons, because you could compare Drumeo Edge to watching YouTube videos for free, right? And then Drumeo Edge is $240 and YouTube is nothing. But instead, what they do is they compare themselves to private lessons. And, obviously, Drumeo is going to be far less expensive to private lessons. And yet, at this price, it's something that can be internationally, acclaimed and great focus. Now, one of the things, they have got great testimonials here, and I absolutely encourage you to check out these testimonials. Heck, if you are at all a drummer and you think that you might want to, jump into Drumeo, because just listening to this Omari's experience and how his father was a drummer and now how he's a drummer is going to pull on your heartstrings and make you want to do this yourself. Now, one of the things that I didn't hit on that I think is fundamentally important here is that the three key things, right, were the Drumeo method, the songs, and then the coaches. And so they actually have a video about each of these features. And this is a key opportunity within your subscription business. You can see that the B-rolls of video is the same in each of these trailers. The background and what they do are consistent, even though the message is different. And I've seen it over and over. It's been such a challenge for me to get my clients to create one sales video for their subscription business. And here they've got 4 of them. Very high production, high quality, and what they do is each video focuses on one key feature and sells that feature to the subscriber. How can you, and I tell you, each one of these would be worth the entire $240 a year investment in purchasing Drumeo, but they don't stop at one video and then let me kind of show you the spectrum of what Drumeo delivers. No, they have got 4. One kind of overall selling you on Drumeo, one selling you on the Drumeo method, another selling you on the songs feature, and then a 4th one selling you on the coaches. And this is a huge opportunity because it not only is going to help you on conversion, but more importantly, it helps you on retention. How many times have you had a subscriber who has no earthly idea what they're buying? They just don't get it. Like, oh, I didn't misunderstood what this was about. Or how many? I mean, if you've got any volume at all, you've had dozens of those types of calls or emails where people just don't have any earthly idea, but they bought. Here is like that. What that tells you is that you probably have thousands for every one person who bought, who has no idea what you really deliver. There's thousands of people who visited the page and didn't buy because they have no earthly idea what you offer or what you are all about. And so being meticulous and having well-produced, creative, delivering sales messages about each big aspect of your subscription business will improve conversion and, most importantly, improve retention. The Drumeo Edge is guaranteed. What I like here is they have right after the value build, they have the testimonials, so there's social proof. Then there is the 5-star reviews, and you can check them out. And then there is a risk reversal that's guaranteed for 90 days or your money back. So you've got nothing to lose in order to try it. And then the buy one, get one free offer, which is what's going on this month. I do find it interesting so that you have the buy one, get one free offer. And then at the same time, you have, it's the annual, for an annual subscription. And yet then there is a drop down offer for $29 a month. Now you will always have higher retention on your annual than you do for your monthly. The LTV will be a lot higher, but what we find often is that the conversion rate for the monthly is higher, and that you can get a higher return on your marketing spend by offering monthly often than annual exclusively. And what we're doing here with Drumeo, what they're doing with Drumeo, is offering $240 annual subscription. What you'll find is that after 36 months of that annual subscription, you'll have a higher retention rate, a higher number of people who are renewing at month 36 with an annual offer than you actually have at month 12 with a monthly. So the annual has a much higher LTV, and you're getting a much better level of customer than you are with the monthly. And I also love that there's no free trial here. They might have that on other months where they offer a trial in order to get increased volume. But here it is joining with the buy one, get one free offer. I do also know that they have a gift with purchase offer at other times, and we'll talk about that briefly. Also, questions here. These are frequently asked questions focused on the buy one, get one. So that is the sales page. I've talked about that quite a bit, but let's jump on into the product page. This is what it looks like when you log in the first time. You've got introducing the Drumeo method, and it really shows you what this page is going to look like and what you're going to get. Over on the left-hand side, you've got your let me see here. You've got your packs, which are different products, forums. You've got the method, coaching, songs, courses, and that stuff over there on the left bar. And then we're really focused on the method. Once you get started in the method, well, the key thing here is it's very obvious where to start, right? No confusion. You're not clicking around anywhere. Start. This is where you go. We start everybody with the method. Very, very smart. I see this maybe like 1 in 20 times where it's really patently clear when you log in the first time where to start. This is a pop-up when you log in the second time, and you got an introduction from Jared, or at least this is when I logged in the second time I got it. Hi, I'm Jared, co-founder of Drumeo, and one of your new drum teachers. And here, this is where you get started, level 1, getting started on the drums. I also received an email from Jared, and for the best results, I highly encourage each new student to start with the Drumeo method. Again, focusing all the attention on this on-ramp, on the Drumeo method, the thing that's going to get you the fastest results. Another key piece that I discovered after I joined, when I saw this email, is that Drumeo actually has even a placement system where, maybe you've been playing the drums for a little while and you actually kind of know how to set up the kit, or you know what a snare drum is. Then you don't have to start with the very first video. They have a little questionnaire to walk you through in order to get you started. I can't tell you how many times I've been working with a subscription business and they're like, oh, well, all of our subscribers come in at different levels. I don't really know. I can't have a method. There'd be no way to have one process that's appropriate for them all. Well, here in Drumeo, they've got a process, And then they have a placement questionnaire that allows individuals who come in that maybe are more skilled in order to test out of certain background material in order to find their place within the Drumeo process. Here is what it looks like within the program. Very well produced, high quality video, really excellent production value. One of the other things that I think is very smart that they do within the product is they're very clear on the assignments and telling their subscribers exactly what to do as a result of watching the course so that they can get in and get value quickly. I can't tell you how many times I've seen somebody that is simply, teaching without actually giving assignments to the subscribers. This is what it looks like within a coaching program, and see how there is a chat feature over here on the right where folks are able to interact with the coach. Now, one of the things that I would do probably differently, or at least one of the things from outside that I would look at that's a little differently than what they're doing, is I probably would be charging more for access to the coaches. What I have found is that within coaching programs, kind of level 1 is the mailboxers, where you're simply receiving information. Level 2 is this kind of relationship. And then level 3 is personal, or you're connecting more with the subscribers. So on level 1, engagement is they're kind of watching, they're listening, consuming materials. Level 2 is there's some sort of group coaching over the phone or internet, and then there some sort of additional deliverables. And then level 3 has a more personal relationship. Level 1 is the least expensive. This $29 a month feels like a good product price point for that. $240 a year. There's a strong incentive to join the annual there because it's more than $100 cheaper than the monthly. Level 2 is really where I would see that the coaching offer, and that Drumeo could very well offer coaching as a premium level subscription rather than giving it to everybody. And that could be something that you could charge at least $495 for. If you can get the Drumeo method for $240, you certainly could justify getting the coaching for $495. And I might even investigate looking at bringing in new customers on with the method at $240, the songs at $495, and then the coaching at $900 a year or something like that, $950, in order to have 3 different tiers and premium pricing for the additional services. Drumeo is doing a great job, and they didn't ask me for my opinion, but very often those are some of the opportunities pricing opportunities that I'm working with clients. So this shows you kind of the inside in one of the lessons, and really one of the things that I want to highlight here is how well produced these videos are. You can see over on the left, you've got the expert who is here to deliver this training, and over on the right, you have an interviewer. The thing I think is fascinating, you can see his table kind of looks like a drum, so it's all themed there, and he does a great job of helping pull the expert along, interview them, be very personable, act as the student, and kind of prompt the instructor by asking questions, and keep a fun rapport going between the instructor and the audience. I think that they do a fabulous job of that. Now, let me go ahead and dive into the site live for just a moment, and kind of walk you through what it looks like when you subscribe and click on a few of these links with you, and kind of walk you through. So of course you've got the method here, and here on the method I'm still on level 1. I've gone through a couple of lessons, but not all. I'm like on level 1.1. And then you've got the coaches, And this walks you through the different coaches that are available, building value, and you can subscribe to individual coaches and get access to the training. Here is the songs, and you can see there is an extensive collection of songs. You just keep scrolling and scrolling as I'm going. There's also a bunch of courses, which originally I thought these courses were all upsells, but I've come to find out that they, by clicking on them, that they're included. They also have shows and play-alongs, student focus, and live. One of the cool things that I think that they have coming up that I thought was fascinating is that they are coming up with a live event where they're giving their students an opportunity to come and do recitals. Drumeo announced their recitals by having this video with the key leaders of Drumeo with out on summer clothing out in their studio. They've decorated their studio and have the whole group here. And this is really one of the key aspects of Drumeo that I think is the most important on the engagement side, is they truly understand what the voice that their subscriber is looking for, what their subscriber wants from them, and that they do such a great job of presenting themselves in that voice, talking from drummer to drummer, and just hanging out like drummers would. And so this recital is a brilliant little idea that encourages engagement, that encourages their subscribers to provide a 3-minute video of them drumming, and then they edit those videos back together in order to present a recital you can invite your friends and family to in order to have a great time. So one of the key things that I also get is, all right, where are the retention points? And so let's talk about the retention points that are within Drumeo. And these 10 retention point accelerators are all included in the book Retention Point, and that can walk you through and explain what these are. But for here, let's talk about how Drumeo has done each of these retention point accelerators. We'll give a little letter grade for each. For value is like water. Too much is just as bad as too little. Of course, you don't want to overwhelm your subscribers, but you also want to deliver great value. Certainly, Drumeo does that. I think that they could maybe they go overboard. That I'm giving them a C for this because I do think that there probably is too much value here, and that there could at least be priced tiers that allow subscribers to upgrade to higher levels of value when they choose to want it. Every member contact is a sales communication. I do think that Drumeo, of the opportunities they have, the number one opportunity is in their email game. I did show you a moment ago their email welcome, and it was more product focused rather than on outcome focused. I think a sequence of emails that is similarly focused on kind of that future pacing, talking about what it's going to be like as a great drummer, could be very beneficial to helping onboard and keep your new subscribers engaged as part of the on-ramp. Now, relationship trumps message is an absolute A+. I've never seen this done better than in Drumeo, where they really understand their customer, they understand the voice, and I encourage you to join Drumeo because it's absolutely worth $240 to see what they're doing and to check them out. But be warned that if you're not a drummer, you may look at it and go, meh, that's fine. But they are speaking. It's kind of almost like a dog whistle for a drummer that only drummers hear. They just have this real casual vibe, this way of interacting that is very addictive to drummers. So absolute A+. Your relationship begins after you make the sale is an A, if nothing else, because there's this big start button on when you log into the website that shows you exactly where to start. Member on-ramp gets new members up to speed. Absolute A. The Drumeo method is spectacular, well worth studying. And if you are in a publishing subscription business, your method is really a key can be a key differentiator that can help you get your subscribers up to speed and get you new subscribers because they see, oh, okay, maybe this time will be different. Solve problems rather than that deliver member transformations is an absolute A. All over their sales page, it's all about this transformation from not being a drummer to being able to drum proficiently, and showing those examples and showing you over and over what it's going to be like and how fun it's going to be as a drummer. All the testimonials there are transformational stories, and where the outcome is somebody who's playing drums, and not only that, getting acclaimed for it, getting feedback and relationship from their people. The value is in the feelings that you deliver, not the stuff. The Drumeo is very smart in selling as a luxury good would. It's the feeling of the outcome rather than the actual stuff that you're delivering. And so they're showing you how much fun it's going to be. Every single one of those videos, whether it's about the Drumeo method, it's about the songs, or the coaches, every single one of those are presenting the feelings, what it's going to feel like being able to play the drums, and how much fun it's going to be hanging out with your buddies. That is a premium sale all about the feelings. Making it always about them. You're very member focused, particularly within the coaching. It's really helping, walking them through, and very engaging. Lead, don't teach. They are advocates for drummers, and absolutely A here. And then beginning by promoting the end. I think this is another opportunity within those Drumeo method videos in particular that as you're setting up, like for instance, in the first module is all about setting up the drums. That, hey, we want to make sure that, when you're on stage and you're a drummer, that we're going to help you get to the stage and get on those lights and be able to riff and have fun with your buddies and be able to really jam as quickly as possible. That's why we're starting you here. So every video could very well begin with an outcome. What's going to look like as a drummer? I think that's really a little opportunity. So that's kind of a B there on how this could go forward. So now for you and your team, some little checklist of what to implement along the sale, onboard, and engaged based on this Drumeo teardown, and what you can do as a result of watching this video. So first, let's break down sell. The core promise. What is this transformation that you are promising? Drumeo promises we're going to teach you the drums fast, guaranteed, showing a picture of them on stage under the lights, showing them jamming with their buddies, showing them jamming by themselves. It's a lot of fun. What is your core promise? Number 2, be member focused. So this whole idea of what the videos and the sales page is all about you and what you're going to get and the benefits that you're going to receive rather than what Drumeo delivers. How can you flip into benefits rather than features? And then the other thing that I think is fascinating about the sales page is you can kind of scan it and scroll quickly and get the gist. But then there's also a lot of detail. You can click to watch the video trailer about each of those things. It doesn't force you to watch 4 videos in order to buy. But if you're on the fence and you want a little more information and you're kind of digging around, there are 4 videos that you can watch in order to get more information. So the sales process has kind of a scan worthy. You can go through it and buy real quickly. If you're ready to, or if you're not quite ready, there are ways that you can engage and get to know more information. So how can you incorporate those 3 principles, those 3 ideas from Drumeo into your sales process. Key takeaways number 2 is the onboarding. The key to the onboarding really is the Drumeo method. What method do you have? What process are you engaging your subscribers with? Simple start. It's right there on front. Placement, giving them a questionnaire that they can skip ahead if they're not starting from the beginning. Great 3 key ways. Engage. It's fun. They've got the whole summer outfits on. They're ready to have a blast. How can you have fun? How many sales videos have you created where you're in bare feet, or one of those guys with one shoe on, one shoe off? How can you be casual, have fun, make it interesting with your subscribers in order to engage them? The tools, engagement tools, those songs are crucial. That's something that is a key differentiator of Drumeo versus any other method. And that is a really key, neat way to go. Also, reply, that engagement mechanism where the coaches are, where the students are able to ask a question, they're able to submit a video of themselves playing drums, and they're able to get feedback from their favorite coach. That level of engagement is something that's very unique and valuable as a retention engagement device. So how can you make your business more fun? Have tools that only you have that enable to allow your subscribers to get results faster, and then also have some sort of engagement mechanism where subscribers are able to get help, or they're able to show their work and get recognition and acclaim for having done it. Those are the 3 key drivers for the subscription business: sell, onboard, and engage. So I hope that gives you some ideas and strategies to implement within your subscription business. If this video has been helpful to you, please click the like button. Feel free to share this video with your team. This is the type of thing that I know a lot of my clients love to meet with their subscription engagement teams and have a meeting about, and then look at how they can implement these ideas. Absolutely encourage you to share this video and subscribe. This is one of the weekly videos that we're producing here on the Be Unleavable subscription growth channel. So absolutely subscribe, click that bell. And if you've got comments, I'd love to see them. If you bought Drumeo and you have confirm my opinion, or you've got alternative thoughts, absolutely happy to see your comments. Always happy to read those and engage with you there. Thanks a lot for joining me here at Be Unleavable Subscription Growth, and I'll see you next time.